Hello everyone, here we have a 2015 to 2023, 24 probably also will work since they haven't changed the body style, on the Dodge Challenger, any Challenger model. Here we have headlights modified, we have edge projector lens on both of them matching. They are mirrored to each other with a custom Hierophant logo, and these are obviously the ones with the hole cut out. I just put the covers on them. They're about to be shipped off, and we're gonna go through a small rundown of the options that these have. These have our new flow motion LEDs, 12 volts on the turn signal, on the projector side, same thing over there. These have our power saver with a voltage meter, so if your voltage drops on your battery, it'll cut power completely. It also has a remote switch. Now we are about to show how this works. Just A is on, B is off. And we're going to demonstrate, and we're going to go ahead and put power through our box. It is running on a Blue Ghost module. Go ahead and try to make this turn signal on the driver's side come on. So you see the Gemini does it as well. You can actually turn that off on your arrangements. Anyways, and then it goes back to a show mode. Obviously it's gonna go back to a DRL color. Let me disclose that any of these colors, if they're not legal colors, as turn signals are orange, amber, DRLs are white or amber, brake lights are always on red. So if you get a set from us, these are gonna be set up to be legal. You change that, that's on you. We are not liable. We are not going to pay your tickets. We are not going to pay any fines or fees or anything related of you getting caught. Going back to the show modes. Once your turn signal ends, like I said, it's going to go back to the color that you had your DRL. White or amber. Your Gemini, you can turn that off not to do the turn signal. Like I said, you just go on your arrangements and you turn it off. It's going to be the very first tab on your arrangements, whether it's left or right. The first one is, I think it's, we have it set up as a strip. It's like 1 or 2 LEDs section on there, and then the second section on the bottom, the second tab on there, that's for the rest of the halos and the LEDs. So I suggest if you get a set from us, you take a picture of those first, save it to your phone, set it to the side on how everything is laid out before you go messing with it. Because we have gotten several phone calls and messages and text messages saying that their stuff stops working over time. That's because either an update got something changed, or they actually accidentally went in there and messed with the arrangements or their show modes. Anyways, this tab right here, this needs to go all the way up. That's going to be the brightness of them in terms of turn signals and everything on every time you click on it. So you click on it, you're going to set the brightness up if it's not already there. Same thing for your DRLs, and the same thing for your turn signals. Now to change these, you got to press it, and there'll be a little white outline on every single box. I know it's going to be hard to tell on the video, but you'll be able to see it. And then once you select the option, you will find and mess with the color. It won't show you that color automatically right now. You will have to turn your turn signals on, you will have to turn your DRLs on, or your other signal, or your brake signal if it's a tail light. You will have to get that mode to come on. It will tell you up here, there'll be a blue bubble highlighted on each single one when it's turn signal, another turn signal, and then your DRL or your headlights on. and then your brake signal or the DRL signal, depending on how you finish wiring it up in your vehicle. These will be the percentage of, like, the turn signal will see how it's spread out apart from each single strobe or wave or sequence, the speed, how fast or how slow. Over here is the fade time between going back and forth between the DRL and the turn signal, and then obviously your color wheel. The middle is your pure white, and that is the basics on you doing your turn signal, DRL, etc. tab on here. Over here on the wheel option down there, you click that. That's for you to go ahead and name your box, your Blue Ghost box, how you want your functions to be, your brake as a brake, or you want it as a show mode. Auto reconnect, every time you keep logging in and off, it'll reconnect it itself and skip your password if you don't have one. Show modes and configuration data, that's for us to send you, something happened to it, we can send you a file over and how it's supposed to be. Same thing for the data over here. That's pretty much your arrangement tabs and stuff like that. Your show modes, it'll be the list. And then obviously that's your Bluetooth, that shows whether you're connected to it. And then go ahead and name your box. Go ahead, so you don't forget. This right here, it's not going to show up and it's not going to work for the light versions. These are only for the plus versions. That's another video. This is not going to be covered on here. So when we go to the home page, obviously your modes, we're going to go through some of them. Let's just right now change into what is called slats. Let's say you want to name your show. Like per se over here, we got this one configured to be 4th of July, and it's super bright on the camera, so it's red, white, and blue. If you go on the wheel button right here, it'll go into the actual show mode where you can change your colors, how fast, how slow, how many spacing in between, the master dimmer right there. If you click at the very top where it says name, you click it again, it'll give you a keyboard just like that. You can name each single show mode. You don't have to go about what it's called right here. This is just for you to figure out what's what on what type of show mode. There's so many different ones here. There's a handful of them, and then you can modify each and every single show mode that comes preloaded. Like I say, all you do is click on the wheels button on the side, and you will go in there and just change the scale, the movement of how fast, how slow, the colors that you want to be mixing in. To delete a color, you just press the color, which is going to be always the last one on the list, and you press the little trash can beside it and it deletes the color all the way down to the last one. It'll leave one, and then you start, every time you add the plus sign on it to add another color. It's just like right here, you got one more color to fill in on here, only 6 of them fit. And then pretty much you select it, you add it, and he saves it on there. You go back to the home menu, and then you do your show mode. The little notepad button, what it does is a playlist of what's your favorite ones. So let's say you want to go ahead and make a list. You go on the one that you want first to be playing, you click it, and then there's going to be number 1. Click another one that you like, it'd be number 2. Click another one that you like, it'd be number 3. And then you do another one, be number 4, and then I think it does total of 8 of them. This button right here, this slider, tells you how many seconds in between each show mode. The longer, obviously, the longer that show mode is going to play. So all you got to do is find the timing that you want in between each show mode, and then you click start. It'll highlight blue or purple, and then it starts playing one by one, pretty much as you have it on here on the list. You can change how fast or how slow, how many more minutes and stuff like that. Well, not how fast, just how many seconds in between each show mode you wanted to play. And then He keeps doing that, and then that's pretty much how he will be playing at a show. You can always change it, obviously. Just change the arrangement on 1, 2, and 3, or however many you have on a list, show list, and then you just let it be, and it'll pretty much stay like that at a show. I usually do this. I usually go ahead and go through my list and see which ones I like to play, and then I'll just let it be and walk away. That right there will play as long as you have battery, pretty much power, you know. As long as you have a decent battery, it'll keep playing until you cut the power off, or your battery dies, your power source. We also have our vehicles with our special line of batteries, secondary batteries, which we are going to be letting customers know that, you know, if they want a secondary battery, they're able to get it through us. It's going to be a Glow Voltage Series 1 or 2, depending on which one they want. Obviously, you know, one is better than the other in terms of longevity and of how much power it puts out and how much it can hold. With that said, we are set up with Glow for the Glow Voltage batteries, Series 1s and Series 2. We have them in shelves here. If you want to get you some extra battery and you want more information on that, just email us or text us, and we'll give you more information on those secondary batteries that we can give you. With all that said, quick rundown on Blue Ghost and how it's set up on this set. Custom headlights version from 15 to 23 on a 2011 Toxic Orange Challenger, and everything pretty much that you see here today is customizable. Thanks again for watching. Thanks for all the support you've been giving us and sitting through this video. Leave your comment down below, or text us or email us for any inquiries, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.